Have you heard that a U.S. president rode a mechanical horse 3 times a day inside the White House? Stay tuned. Happy President's Day, everyone. You think you know these guys from the history books? Oh, buddy, you have no idea. Today we're celebrating the holiday with 7 presidents, 7 stories that your teachers definitely left out. Let's go. Meet Silent Cal, President Calvin Coolidge, the 30th President of the United States, a man of few words and wild exercise habits. You see, Calvin loved riding horses. He loved it. But the Secret Service said no, too dangerous for the president to be galloping around Washington. So what did Silent Cal do? He got himself an electric horse. Not a painting, not a statue. An actual motorized, push-a-button, vibrating mechanical horse, nicknamed Thunderbolt by the press, and he rode it not once, twice, but 3 times a day in the White House dressing room. Trot setting, gallop setting, the whole thing. His doctor even told the press it was great for the liver. The horse is real, and it's on display today at the Calvin Coolidge Presidential Library and Museum in Northampton, Massachusetts. And yes, at one point, it did go berserk, and it bucked the president off. Can you imagine the Secret Service tackling Thunderbolt? Silent Cal, not so silent after that. Now, here's something you can use at Trivia Night. President Ulysses S. Grant, a war hero, 18th President of the United States, he got a speeding ticket. It happened in Washington, D.C., on a horse. In 1872, a police officer pulled over the sitting president for riding his horse and buggy too fast down a city street and fined him $20. Grant reportedly paid it on the spot. The officer, by the way, kept his job. Respect. Our 6th president, John Quincy Adams, was brilliant, Harvard-educated, and absolutely 100% convinced that the Earth was hollow on the inside. No joke. He believed in the hollow Earth theory, the idea that there was a whole civilization living inside our planet, and he actually signed off on a proposed expedition to go find the entrance. He was ready to fund it with government money. The only reason he didn't get to do it was Andrew Jackson beat him in the next election, and he immediately canceled the whole thing. So close, America. So close to an expedition to the center of the earth. James Garfield, our 20th president, had what might be the greatest party trick in presidential history. He was fully ambidextrous and multilingual, so what did he do for fun? He would write in Latin with one hand, and simultaneously, while writing in Greek with the other hand, at the same time. 2 languages, 2 hands, all at once, while apparently also speaking in other languages. This is a real thing he did to entertain guests. Meanwhile, most of us struggle to rub our belly and pat our head. Nailed it. You say okay every single day of your life. You probably said it this morning. Okay, I just did it. But have you ever wondered where that word actually came from? Well, meet Martin Van Buren, the 8th President of the United States, who was from a small town in New York called Kinderhook. You thought I was going to say okay. Well, okay. Kinderhook. His campaign supporters called him Old Kinderhook. OK, and formed OK clubs across the country to support him during the 1840 election. The abbreviation caught fire, spread everywhere, and the rest is the most casually used word in the English language. You're welcome, world. Van Buren did that. Okay? President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President, Supreme Allied Commander in World War II, liberator of Europe, met his greatest foe not on a battlefield, but on a putting green. You see, Old Ike was an avid golfer, and he had a putting green installed right outside the Oval Office. The problem, White House squirrels kept digging it up to bury their acorns. Eisenhower, the man who planned the D-Day invasion, was so furious, he reportedly told his valet, "The next time you see one of those squirrels go near my putting green, take a gun and shoot it." Secret Service said absolutely not. So the groundskeepers trapped the squirrels and relocated them to Rock Creek Park instead. Squirrels won. History will record that. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and the only president in American history to hold a patent. In 1849, before he was ever elected, Lincoln invented a device to lift steamboats off river sandbars using inflatable bellows attached to the sides of the hull. He literally whittled the model himself and he walked it into the U.S. Patent Office. Patent number 6469, granted May 22, 1849. And that wooden model he carved, it's sitting in the Smithsonian right now. The device was never manufactured, but that doesn't matter. Honest Abe was also Inventor Abe. And now you know. And that's all for this week's special President's Day edition of Have You Heard? Please leave a comment and tell me which was the most surprising presidential tidbit that you have never heard. I'm Troy W. Hudson, voice actor, on-camera guy, and storyteller. Until next time, stay curious.